Hello, everyone. Who are we with today?
What's going on, guys? My name is Davis Valia from Columbia, South Carolina.
And what do you do today?
We did some GGP. We did some Goat in Ohio, the Glass City, as some would call it.
And what place did you get?
I got 15th out of 128 at the largest GGP ever, or at least that's what they tell me.
Sweet. Let's get to the deck profile.
All right. Card needs no explanation. Best card in the format. Oh, we'll flip it for this. Best card in the format. Also the best rarity of this card. Argue with a wall.
I agree.
One Zimbira, just for chaos. It's real nice just to beat over spies. Anything else. Card came up a good bit today where if you have a read on the actual spy, just to have one, or if Sasuke's are, maxed out, just to pull one of these out, just to beat over something for game. Warrior deck would not be Warrior without the boy himself. Blade Knight, don't really need to say anything. Just absolutely busted. Puts a lot of pressure on him, puts him on clock, especially early if you can get through. Here you go, little tech choice. We ran two Sasuke's today. We split the Kaiuses, or not Kaius, excuse me, the Kaikus and these today. A lot of chaos in the format. Also catches a lot of people off guard. No one's really expecting you to have two. So once they answer the first one, they don't really expect another one. Also, it's just an 18 beat stick. It's just a really good card, and it's a really pretty ulti. The Sook Slayer herself, other than just being a really good out, this is the only card in the deck that just doesn't lose to Sook Lock. Swordman, level 2, pretty self-explanatory. Good when you know it's a flip monster. A lot of people asked me today if I ran two. I can't think of anything worse than drawing this and a top deck War of Attrition, and all I have is a 900 beat stick. So one it is. The Don, the boy himself, Lart art only because he's got the strap on him. That's how we roll, shooting cards out of hands. This card just single-handedly wins games, applies way too much pressure. With pre-mat and call, especially if you can just bring it back and just continue to beat over things, ripping cards or milling cards off the top is just way too good. Exile Force, just a searchable answer. Kind of need to play it. The boy himself, Chaos Killer, Banisher. Card so good it's played in the next couple formats for like 12 years. Have to play it. All-star today, especially in big moments. Breaker, pretty self-explanatory. Usually get over and pop. Had a couple scenarios today where we got pretty greedy in Warrior fashion, where we would just attack over something and then pop a back row in typical greedy fashion, but sometimes you got to play aggressive to get rewarded. And then the BLS setter, the board clear, everybody knows the tribe. That's it for the monster count. 2 Rhoda, pretty self-explanatory. Searcher, gets you out of scenarios if you need to, or it can get you to Blade Knight early. Needs no explanation. The Trinity, just absolutely disgusting broken cards. Fun fact, favorite type of card, 1 line of text. Best spell cards there are. Spell trap removal, heavy MST, also self-explanatory. The goo right here. We don't need Book of Moon when we have Econ. Econ was so good today, whether it be just flipping Gravekeepers up. It's good to check. It's kind of a bluff to see if they have battle traps. It's good with this Don. It's good with anything. It's good with Kaiku. It's good with anything that needs to deal damage to get something off the board. All-star today. Main's smash and ground. When you only play 14, 15 monsters, sometimes you just need to be able to out threats on the board, and smashing is just a great way to do that, or clear the way for a Kaiku to rip something out of the grave, or a Dawn Zaluk can rip. My king, the knock, the absolute set killer. 2, have to play them. Too many sets in this format. Needs no explanation. Way too busted. Also needs no explanation. Way too busted. Pre-matting Dawn Zalug or a Kaiku is just so broken on a wide open game state. One call, again, it's just another way to bring monsters back that you need or get you out of situations. Also really clutch in the battle in the battle phase if you need to revive something, or they're going to push. We are on the 2 dust shoot. 3 feels like a lot, especially in game 1. If you see it too often, 2 feels just right, especially if you see it. Knowledge is power, and that is definitely the case with this card. The other reason to play this dang deck, I don't know if I can curse on YouTube. We're probably deep enough to not get demonetized. Solemn Judgment. Old man say no. Cast out whatever the hell you're trying to do. It's just not happening. Will say did lose a couple games due to just having to solemn something too early, which always stinks, but the more you do see this card and do solemn, just the better it gets. 1 dust, pretty self-explanatory, just a good chain. It's good against burn. It's really good if you know that they've got any sort of power traps left after checking the grave, and you can see this never really feels bad to see at any time. 2 Saku, just battle traps. You just need them sometimes. Mirror, another battle trap, just a good board clear. Not redo, excitingly, so no Starlight. Torrential, just a board wipe. The Cock Ring of Destruction, just extremely good to keep monsters off the board, or just go for game in most cases. And then extra, in case we ever got to do some sauce with a Stein, is just the most oppressive card in this effing format. Gatling Dragon, since I like to gamble, and if we're already playing Zambira, why not play the boy that's pretty big, looks nice. For the side, the absolute VIP of the side deck, the king, the tiger himself, Mr. Wangu. So absurdly broken against chaos, good against burn. This, other than probably another card towards the back of this side, was the star today. It just demands too many answers that they have to deal with. Another Zambira. A lot of the times these chaos decks are just going into control sideboard in game 2, and there's just too many things you have to attack. So just another big monster to look for. The Burn Killer himself plays under B. It's under Gravity Bind, pops the Gravity Bind. This in and of itself with the 2 Spies are also really nice if you can ever get these to proc off and just get this on the field. 2 Spies just for extra defense. Sometimes it's just nice, or if you can hit the Mind Con on one of their Spies, you just get a free body on the board. Minecon was also very good today. Just being able to steal moths or anything else is always good. The stir fry, just a necessity. I think this is probably the better choice. I'd rather play 2 than split a Thanksgiving or an Amazon. Amazon is Archeress or Archer or whatever she is. I don't know. I'm not assuming genders. Actually won a game today against Burn with this card where I snatched one of their cards and they nightmare wheeled it, and then just able to pop this, get the life back, and push for game. Third dust shoot. As far as I can tell, this Go format is one of the only formats where you sideboard 9 to 11 cards at a time, and if you are going first, you absolutely want to see this. And even if you see double, chaining double never hurts. This was what I was alluding to. Giant Trunade, yeah, no thanks. Hold that board. Set 3 or 4, they heavy you to push, yeah, no thanks. Try again. After today, would probably play another one, maybe even 3, depending on, what I think meta could be at the time. Fuck Burn. Sorry. I hate it. Absolute garbo. Widespread Ruin. Just a great way to get Sorks and anything else off the field if they're playing around the Mirror Force. And another battle trap that adds if you're going into, the Warrior, Mirror, or just anything that's going to have a bunch of big bunguses on the board. This is always just an easy way to get it off. Second Dust, again, just another going first card that you want to be able to see against Burn or anything else where you just want to be able to set up and just pop some things in the end phase. 2 Mao Zedongs, as I call them, or the Zing Zang Hu. If you can actually get this card off, it is just so oppressive. Especially if you can double going, first in game 2, if you can see both and set them when your opponent sets, doesn't heavy and goes for 4, and you just flip both these bad boys up. Absolutely just slows the pace of the game down, and won me a couple games today, and also got absolutely punished in game 2 by a War Mirror from this, just not being able to use comeback cards.
Well, congratulations, Davis, on the top 16. And before we get into shoutouts, I would like to just let everyone know we are welcoming Davis, the new Team Cheerful, as a retro player, and we are very welcome to have him. And then on that note, do you have any shoutouts, Davis?
Yes. A shout out to Donnie and Dallas Bailey for not only getting me back into Yu-Gi-Oh! About a year ago, but taking the time, to sit there with me, explain these rulings, these certain scenarios that come up, basically just being in the lab testing. Also for just always just having things you need or always just being there. Shout out to Cheerful out there in Spartanburg. If you're in or around the area, go check them out. And shout out Jacob for actually topping this thing. This mat's sick. And shout out my boy Big Al. I'm going to send this to you. This is Thanos. I love you. Mwah.